Hello and welcome to Play PKN, the weekly video bulletin of the top news stories on PKN Packaging News, Australia's media hub for the packaging industry. I'm the publisher, Lindy Hewson, and this week's bulletin is brought to you once again by KM Packaging, specialist in high-performance lidding films. Making headlines this week, we took a look at how the continued lockdown in Sydney is having an impact on packaging businesses, particularly those located in the Fairfield local government area. Businesses are telling us that they're experiencing high rates of absenteeism as staff get tested, wait at home for the results, and stay away from work if they are feeling unwell, which of course they should be doing. Tube maker Impact International's business is located in the LGA, and MD Alex Leyovitz says that he questions the government's decision because the rules around testing are inconsistent. And he makes the point that staff who don't live in the infected area are allowed to come to work in that infected area, but then go home without being tested, opening up the possibility of taking the virus to their home area. Leyovitz, like many others, is also frustrated by the government's lack of clarity on what constitutes essential work. In brighter lockdown news, however, we are seeing that small and medium-sized packaging businesses whose turnover is more than 30% lower than the same period in 2019 will be eligible to government business support of between $1,500 and $10,000 a week. The funding comes as federal and New South Wales state governments make a raft of payments and allowances to SMEs in Sydney impacted by the latest lockdown. It will apply to all jurisdictions that become designated hotspots from now on. Businesses can claim for the payments now by registering with Service New South Wales. Let's move on to some other news. From brand owners, Nestle Purina Australia will be making changes to the packaging of its pet accessories and health and hygiene product range, which will see the removal of approximately 16.7 tonnes of non-recyclable or unnecessary plastic each year. This is how they're doing it. A seemingly small yet significant change has been made to how Purina accessories, such as pet toys and collars, are secured to the backing card used for hang sell display. Previously, accessories were tied or secured with cable ties made from virgin nylon plastic, which can't be recycled due to its size and weight. These have now been switched for either bespoke paper ties or recyclable origami-style folded paper. The move will see more than 3.3 tonnes of plastic ties diverted from landfill. A further 13.5 tonnes of plastic packaging has been removed by replacing PET clamshell packaging with cardboard boxes and RFID stickers as a security feature. Now, in line with Nestle Australia's sustainable packaging commitments, every item features the Australasian recycling label to make it very clear to consumers how to dispose of the packaging properly. Two global developments of note from brand owners again. Heinz has introduced 100% recyclable caps for its squeezy sauce bottles, potentially diverting 1 billion caps from landfill. And the new monomaterial cap took 8 years of R&D and an investment of $1.2 million. No small change there, but worth it. The first Heinz products to get the new cap will be its tomato ketchup and barbecue sauce range. The cap will be rolled out globally from 2022, starting in Europe, and hopefully not too long before it gets to Australia. And Lego Group has recently unveiled a prototype Lego brick made from recycled PET plastic. After 3 years of development and testing of over 250 variations of plastic materials and formulations, the new prototype brick uses recycled PET from post-consumer plastic bottles. The patent-pending material formulation process uses a bespoke compounding technology to combine the recycled PET with strengthening additives. On average, a 1-litre plastic PET bottle provides enough raw material for 10 2x4 Lego bricks. It will, however, be some time before we see the product commercially available. But these are the building blocks we need to shape change. And before we wrap up, the Australian Institute of Packaging has announced that it will be holding its 2021 Australasian Packaging Mini Conference as a virtual edition once again this year after its successful fully virtual conference debuted on its virtual platform last year. This will be taking place on the 17th and 18th of August. Our annual Women in Packaging Breakfast Forum, sponsored by TNA, is a partner event at the AIP conference and will take place on the morning of the 18th of August. We do look forward to seeing you all there. Details are on our events page at packagingnews.com.au, where you will also find more on today's stories and many more. That's it from me for this week. Lindy Hewson signing off.